Hello, Cancer. Welcome to your weekly reading for August 8th to the 14th. This is for Cancer, Sun and Rising. Now, if you're new to my channel, I use a traditional Celtic cross spread, and I also use astrology in my guides to bring a lot more clarity to your reading, to get a little bit more specific. This way, it makes it feel more personal to you. Cancer this week is major. You know, I'm going to talk about that full moon in Aquarius, okay? Not only do we have a full moon in Aquarius, but on that same day, the sun is going to square Uranus, which just happens to be the ruler of Aquarius. And on that same day, yeah, it's a loaded day, Venus is going into Leo. Now, here's the funny thing, Cancer. We know Jupiter in Aries is in your 10th house of career. Lots of career action going on. But that full moon in Aquarius, your 8th house, okay? Money, other people's money, shared resources. You could owe people money, they could owe you money. You could see some activity with a bonus, commission, even debt. There could be some, like I said, like debt could be paid off. That could be on your mind. Even like your partner's income. There's a lot of activity there with that full moon in Aquarius, all right? Now, the other funny thing, Venus entering Leo. Where's that? Your second house, okay? Your second house is your salary, your income, money. So, when I say this is a big week, like relating to money, oh my goodness, money and career, listen, it is going to be a big week. Let's see what happens for you, all right, with the spread that I do. Last thing is, don't be afraid to be expressive right now, okay? With Venus entering Leo, we love that. I actually love Venus in Leo, all right? It's all about self-expression, all right? Put the spotlight on you, all right, Cancer? Now, let's go ahead and get started with your reading for August 8th to the 14th. This is for Cancer, Sun and Rising, and we are no longer going to... I talk too much. Here we go. All right, Cancer. Now, like I said earlier, I do a traditional Celtic cross spread. This is what my clients prefer. If you want to book a private reading, you know where to find me. It's all in the description. Also, astrologically, I put the key dates in the description as well if you want to follow along to what's going on. They're all there. All the major or minor aspects that are happening in August. As you know, if you're a subscriber, I did a reading for the entire month of August for you to expect to see what's going to happen for y'all for the month of August. And listen, y'all's readings was amazing. Okay, so let's get started. Cancer. Someone told me I had to like check my mic. I don't know if I'm doing this right. I'm still new to YouTube. You know what? I'll just buy a new mic. That's what I'm going to do. All right. So listen, Cancer. It looks like you are... This is going to be an emotional week. Wow. Okay. And what's really interesting is, I've already done a couple spreads for the other signs, and very emotional for everyone. Okay, so let's get started. You got the Two of Swords, so you may have made a decision recently. Okay, a decision that was not easy. Okay, I'm getting the energy that some of y'all are still in it too. All right, and when I say decision, it doesn't always have to be a decision. It can be situations, having to choose between one thing or another, but also having to put more focus on something else, all right? So listen, you can see here, she's blindfolded, all right? You can see all that water, all that emotion, okay? Two of Swords, listen, Swords, mental soup, all right? So whatever you are going through where you feel like there may be something where you have to not only make a decision, but face a little bit of truth. All right, let's take off that blindfold. Trust your intuition. Cancer, y'all are so intuitive, all right? So don't waste that energy. Y'all are very intuitive. trust yourselves now, all right? And a lot of cancers have gone past this moment, and good for you. And I'm so happy for you. I'm so proud of you. And one of the reasons why I say that y'all have gone through this, many cancers have, is because you did get the Hermit, all right? You did get the Hermit in the heart of your spread, okay? So we love that. Now, here's the thing, okay? The Hermit made a lot of achievements, made a lot of accomplishments, basically climbed the top of the mountain. Now, all he wants is to be alone, all right? The reason why he wants to be alone is because he wants to do some soul searching. You can see that he has a lantern. You can only see so far with lantern line. Let's get that straight, right? You can only see so far when you're holding a lantern. How do you see further than that? You go within, all right? You go within because that's where the light is, all right, Cancer? And so it looks like this week you may want to spend some time with yourself, all right? Remember what I said, spotlight's on you, all right? Cancer, spend some time with yourself because that's going to help bring a lot more clarity if you are still in a place of like muddled, that Two of Swords energy, moving past that. All right, you also got the Queen of Cups. All right, I call her the Mother Teresa, the Princess Diana, what have you. She's that type of person, very nurturing, very caring, very maternal. All right, on top of her emotions. This is really, really great energy, but it came up in your challenge area, and so that's why I need you to go within. All right, I need you to go within this week. All right, tap into that energy, really do some soul searching, really figure out who you are, what you want, what's going to make you happy now, what's going to bring you joy. Listen, I keep getting the word crossroads, okay? So if you are at a crossroads, go within, all right? Go within because that's going to really help you right now. You can go to friends, you can go to family, you can go to people in your life, but truly, the answers are going to come from within this week, okay? Now, you also got the Judgment card, all right? Now, this is really great, and this is very interesting, especially because I love the Judgment card, all right? Listen, literally listen, because it is the only card that does have that strongest connotation to sound, all right? Archangel Gabriel blowing the trumpet, the dead arising, the dead representing wisdom, okay? You are looking to have this sort of awakening, all right? That's why I love that you got the Hermit in the heart of your spread. That's why I want you to do some soul searching, all right? Very spiritual connotation attached to this card as well, all right? But the main takeaway, here's the thing, Cancer. Again, I'm getting the energy that a lot of y'all know this. So, Archangel blowing the trumpet, all right? Lot of references in so many religious texts of sound, but when you think about sound, let's go back to like humankind. Let's go back to the beginning, all right? Sound has been healing for thousands of years, okay? Whether you think of like a gospel choir, whether you think of like Native American drum beats, whether you think of Gregorian chanting, sound is a tool for healing, all right? And so I want you to have that moment, all right? And it looks like you are looking for it, all right? You're waiting to have that moment of clarity, all right? And that's really good. Now, you did get the Seven of Pentacles. And when I say crossroads, listen, you can see that he's worked really hard. He's raked up all his past efforts and hard work. And listen, this is through blood, sweat, and tears, okay? And so you pull this in the root of your spread. Now, you can see that he's taking a little break, all right? He's tired. He's exhausted. He's wondering, am I working this hard for something that I really want? Maybe that's something you should consider, Cancer, okay? And the other thing is, and I'm not telling you to like quit everything that you've worked for and start something new, absolutely not. I want you to sit there and I want you to do some soul searching, figure out what's going to bring you joy. If you're at a place where you are at a crossroads, think about that and how you can overcome it and what will take you to the place where you need to go, okay? If you work at a company and you've been in the same position for 2 years, hey, now it's time to get a bigger role, okay? At that same company, go to your boss, get a bigger salary, all right? Again, I'm not telling you to leave everything behind. I'm asking you to take a moment, see where you are right now in your life, do that soul searching, and learn where you want to be by the end of the year. All right? Commitment, all right? But also working toward your legacy, all right, Cancer? Now, in the future, you may have a moment of disappointment, okay? You did get the Five of Cups, all right? Now, it is going to be something that is very emotional for you, all right? There could be something that will happen, and again, I am getting that energy. This is so interesting. This doesn't come through so much, but my guides are also telling me that this is something that a lot of Cancers already know is going to happen. There is going to be a disappointing situation coming up, and for some reason, a lot of Cancers know about it, okay? Look, I mean, 5 is a challenge card, all right? It is like a conflict card. But you can see him back turned, looking at the spilled cups. Can't even see the full cups behind him because he's so laser focused on those spilled cups, okay? Disappointment. All he has to do is look up. All he has to do is cross the bridge, all right? That's all he has to do. Now, I know it's easier said than done, okay? Easier said than done, but this is why we need to do that soul searching, all right? We need to do that soul searching, and we really need to figure out, we need to be in a place where we feel empowered, not powerless. Right, Cancer? Okay, I'm glad that you're with me. Now, 5 of Cups. Listen, that disappointing moment, I knew it. And so, here's the thing. This is also really bizarrely interesting because even like I told you, the signs that I've already done readings for a couple signs, very emotional, but most of them were emotional because they lead to great things. Now, 5 of Cups, as soon as you look up, as soon as you move away from that disappointing situation, you got the Fool, all right? What can I say? This is amazing, all right? So, the Fool, 0, right? Not even in the numbered, look, 0. What is 0? 0 is nothing. What is nothing? Nothing is everything. This is infinite possibilities. This is infinite potential, all right? Cancer, I want you to be very happy. I want you to be very excited about this. As soon as you move forward from this disappointing situation, you have the full abundance of the sun, and you have all the optimism in the world. Okay? 0. We don't know his past. You're almost starting like this very new journey with a very clean slate. Okay? This is really good. All right? Take that leap of faith. All right? When that time comes, take that leap of faith. All right? You can see him standing on the edge of the cliff, no care in the world, not even looking down. That's what I want you to do. And this really is a card of innocence. It really is a card of opportunity as well, and a lot of purity here, but also just like it can just bring the birth of like these new things. I mean, like, you see the little white flower, you see all the flowers, you see, I mean, there's so much happening in this card, but at the end of the day, listen, this is really, really, really good. All right, now let's get to your staff, Cancer. I'm very excited to see what's going on here, and wow, Cancer. I love this. I love this. I love this. I love this. I don't want you to go back, okay, Cancer? I don't want you to go back. No. No, 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 no. All right, so let's get started. You got the 10 of Cups, okay? Now listen, you know what this card is. I don't have to tell you, all right? This is you coming to the end of your journey. Well, in this chapter of your life, all right? You know that everything happens in cycles, okay? And so this cycle is coming to an end on a positive note, a very beautiful positive note, okay? And I want you to remember that, all right? You can see all the cups in the rainbow, all right? 1, only rainbow in tarot, all right? Indicating promising future. Secondly, the cups way above their heads, enlightenment, spiritual enlightenment. This is really good. Happy family, happy home, happy life, happy everything, okay? And so I don't want you to force anything because I think that it's going to come naturally. What I want you to do is do that. I want you to do that soul searching, okay? I want you to do that soul searching, and when there comes to a point like this week where there may be something that could be a little disappointing for you. I want you to know that once you overcome it, and there's no rush, okay? Once you overcome it, you're going to come to this place, okay? And it's going to be this end of a cycle, this end of this chapter that will be, listen, this is pure joy here, all right? Let's get that straight. But the other thing, the reason why I say I don't want you to force it is because I am getting the energy of, sometimes we try to force happiness in our lives, right? There's a little bit of a disconnect when we do that. So I want you to feel this happiness, all right? I just want you to feel it. Now, you did get the Page of Wands. This is crystal clear, okay? Crystal clear, something's going to come through for you, all right? In terms of work, in terms of career, in terms of maybe even an idea for like a book or maybe an album you want to make, or maybe you wanted to pursue something differently. It's coming. This came in your external factors area. You could even get a message too. If it's something that you have been working on or maybe like corresponding with other people with, yeah, Page, Messenger, hello. But this is great because the Page is the newbie, right? So look at him. I love him. Such a dreamer. Such a dreamer, right? Now, listen. Look at him so compelled by that wand. We love that energy. We love that. All right? You're so compelled. Okay? Now, also, last thing I'm going to point out, you can see that barren landscape. This is new beginnings here. He has the potential to make that fertile. He makes that his world. All right? All that growth around it with this wand. I love this for you. I love this for you, Cancer. You got the Wheel of Fortune, okay? You're looking for some hope right now, all right? You know where that hope is going to come from? It's your soul searching, all right? Because here's the thing about hopes and dreams. Now, this is a card of good luck, karma, rule. This is Jupiter rules this card, okay? As we know, Jupiter's in your 10th house, all right? Of career, all right? You're looking for luck, all right? Right there. Now, the reason why I said earlier about soul searching for that hope is because you need to care to hope, okay? You can't just hope for your dreams to come true. You have to actually, it's active. You have to care to hope for those dreams to come true. Now, last thing, Cancer. Hey, you pulled the Devil. This is why I said earlier I don't want you to go back, okay? Now, the Devil came up in your final outcome area. You're going to have to, listen, you're going to have to, there's going to be a point where you're going to have to not cave in, all right? Don't cave in. When you do that soul searching, it's going to be really important for you, all right, Cancer? The Devil represents all our vices, addictions, bad behavior, bad patterns. Listen. The main message I'm getting for you, Cancer, is that I don't want you to go back to anything that wasn't serving you well, okay? And also, when I say addictions, sure, drugs and alcohol, of course, that's the obvious thing, but addiction comes in a lot of forms, okay? Addiction comes in like maybe you're scrolling through your social media all day, not getting anything done. Maybe you are looking at influencers, their videos and their reels or whatever, and comparing your life to theirs, and it makes you feel bad. That is an addiction. That's not good for you, okay? Maybe you're binging Love is Blind all day without and not actually going out there and looking for love, all right? That's what I'm talking about here, all right? We don't want to fall into those traps. Now, the Devil wants you to, okay? The Devil really wants you to. I'm going to point out two things here. One, look at the position of the Devil, almost mocking the Hierophant, all right? The Hierophant represents wisdom, secondly, and the Pope. Secondly, you see those two figures that are chained up? Who do they remind you of? They remind you of the two people in the Lover's card, okay? And so, here's the thing. I really, and the Lover's card's all about choices, all right? I really, this is your final outcome card, okay? So consider it a test, all right? Consider it a test, Remember, you got Judgment, all right? Spiritual awakening, just having that moment of clarity arising, all right? The Hermit, you have to do that soul searching, okay? You will have likely something that may be disappointing that happens in the future, or it could have already happened, you know, for some Cancers. Again, I said that like some of y'all know this is coming, this disappointing thing. But some of y'all may be already going through it. But in any case, look, you got the Fool, all right? You got the Page of Wands. You got the Ten of Cups. You got the Wheel of Fortune. Cancer. Oh, what else can I say? This is going to be, just remember, don't fall into bad patterns, bad habits. And when I say bad habits, even the way that you think about things, all right? You know I talk about negativity and positivity all the time. You know I do. You can go back to my older videos, all right? I talk about it, how important it is. Positive energy is so important. We don't want to have any bad patterns, or even the way that we think, all right? Negative thinking is a bad habit, all right? So we want to have positive thinking. Remember what I said. We do not want to feel powerless. We want to feel empowered. Cancer, this week is all about you, and this is great. And I can't wait for your little soul searching, because look at what it's going to bring, all right? Cancer, I love you, and you know that, okay? I love you so much. I will see you next week. Thank you so much for tuning in. All right, bye-bye.